Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bella Souls with
Drake from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Drake, you brought the Ninja Turtles.
Yes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadows of the Past was a Kickstarter from IDW, weirdly enough. That was the backer copies recently shipped, so we've got it in the store.
Nice.
And I'm pretty jazzed. It's a miniatures combat game.
Okay.
Where one person or team of 1 to 4 take on the turtles themselves, whereas somebody else is left in control of Shredder and the Foot Clan.
Foot Clan. And this is the IDW version, so this is not the I don't know, it's not the 90s version.
It's not the cartoon
it's
turtles.
Not the cartoon turtles.
It's kind of the hard, gritty IDW original comic turtles.
Little grittier, little darker.
But you still see the one that there's that run is still going, but the game itself is 14 and up.
Right.
Probably due to complexity, but also it's not.
Again, not your cartoon turtles exactly.
It's not the goofy pizza eating. Mikey.
Right. Take that, Mikey. All right. Tell you what. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the Shadows of the Past here. Here we are, Drake. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shadows of the Past.
Shadows of the Past.
Let's flip it over real quick, show the back off,
yes.
Just because this is what's in the back, what you're getting.
You got those like computer rendered images of the minis. Hopefully we'll see how well they compare.
And some of the bad guys, some of the turtles.
Examples of like
extra dice.
Yeah, Leonardo special card.
April O'Neil.
What looks very familiar as far as
defense
like
and damage,
hit block
like.
kind of things.
We'll see what it looks like. Yeah. Let's flip it over real quick.
And it is worth pointing out that this specific version is the Kickstarter exclusive copy.
Okay.
So I believe that there is a Kickstarter exclusive scenario.
So we may see some exclusives, is what you're saying.
Yes, there are some things that will be in this box
in the retail version.
Might not be in other boxes.
It's a nice box, though. I will say. Just hey,
TMNT
a comic,
limited edition #1.
Nice. Hey, spoilers. Spoilers.
Oh, you know, because this is new.
I know. Here's a rule book. We will go over that shortly, but see here.
Nice.
Cool artwork. Looks full color. We'll get to that. We will come back.
Punch outs.
Punch outs. We love our tokens and our punch outs. Burnouts. No, those are traps. You ever play the arcade game where like the fire traps? Yeah. Many a Saturday afternoon.
Oh, pizza.
There's the pizza.
I spoke too soon.
You gotta have pizza.
I know.
I mean, now, but yeah. Many a Saturday afternoon I spent dumping quarters into the game, dodging traps, and eating pizza. I'm not gonna lie.
But,
all right.
In the real world.
In the real world. We have Donatello's room. Just kidding. I don't know what this is.
Encounter tiles?
Encounter tiles for sure. Let's do this real quick. I think we can.
Oh,
gander.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's two. Hey.
Bad pizza.
Ugh. Sorry about the noise. Come on. There we go. Let's just pull this off real quick. So we've got some tiles.
More than likely double-sided?
Yep, double-sided.
This was self-described scenario-driven adventure game.
Okay.
So it's more than just skirmishes, but it does focus around the fights. But there's probably little objectives and switches and stuff within the fights.
So just flipping through. There's quite a few tiles, and they're all labeled down here in the corner too, so you know which one. I'm guessing the scenarios probably tell you which tiles.
More than likely, yeah.
So, okay, that's cool.
Not bad. I like the detail.
Yeah, they look really well done. Good quality as well. Like these aren't
some of the
flimsy.
rooms are pretty big and empty, so I'm hoping that a lot of these tiles are like objects, so probably fill in those. Like this goes on square, whatever.
A2 gets the car.
And then what I'm normally so excited for,
the minis, right?
As we get them out of here.
Ooh, that's heavy. Go ahead and let's move that out of the way.
It's the backs.
It's a box in a box. What's in the boxes?
Minis.
That's true.
Nobody would have guessed Ninja Turtles.
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna slide this out. Whoa. Okay, so that's empty. Set that to the side.
Okay.
All right, we've got.
Heavy. Oh, they're bigger than I expected.
Hey, this is probably a Kickstarter exclusive. This is a Kickstarter bonus battles.
Okay, yes, this is the book of all the what I believe were stretch goals.
Nice.
Oh, hey.
Oh, Kevin Eastman's Northampton, excuse me.
That's what
studio. That's what that tile was. And I was like, Donatello's room.
No. That's cool.
I like that. That's funny. All right, well, we might flip through a couple of these here in a bit.
That's a lot of dice.
Adventure comic book, book 1 and 2.
Okay,
and
some
3 and
scenario
4.
books are set up like comics.
That's really cool. And again,
And it's a story.
we're probably not going to go through these because
fine.
these two books are kind of the meat and potatoes of the snares and spoilers, right? So we don't want to. But they look really good. Look, they got all 4 turtles. It's pretty sweet.
And it looks like the Kickstarter exclusives are half again as many. Like
Yeah.
Like that's chock full, and it's even a little bit thicker than the other ones.
Did see Casey Jones
so
Mousers.
Saying Kickstarter exclusive, you got
Check that
a whole
out.
lot more than what the original plan on.
Where do we start, man? So dice, tons of dice.
Yeah, lots of dice.
Lots of dice.
Which seem to be. I've assumed that this is like maybe a ranged attack, a shuriken, defense hit. Obviously.
It's interesting because these are blue. Green and blue are obviously Leo's colors. We got Donatello's,
that's right.
purple.
I didn't even think about it.
So I don't know if these are the same dice, if these are different.
It looks like these guys all have the same faces on it.
Well, yeah, actually this die is different. These dice are different. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know yet. We'll go through those. We've got some more stuff here. We've got a turn tracker. Shredder saying, "I won." We've got we won. All right, and we got some plastic baggies because
baggies for the dice.
We've got some cards. Casey Jones. Casey, walk it off. All right.
Goon Gala.
We've got April.
More cards.
Which is an ally card. More cards here. Those are separate decks.
Looks like stat cards.
Yes.
Casey, Raph.
Yep. We'll probably flip through these here in a bit. Let's put those to the side for now. Obviously, we've got minis, and there's a whole other tray worth of minis.
Which these seem like they're generic. Oh no, here are the turtles.
So we got
turtles
the
are
turtles.
helpfully green.
Yeah.
Easy to see.
Shocker. So we've got Donatello.
That's a Spider-Man villain.
Spider-Man villain. What?
Said Shocker.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
We've got Leo over here.
Mikey.
He's a party dude.
Got his side.
Raph. Those sides look a little weird.
They look more like Knuckles.
He's holding them. He's holding them like he used to in the show sometimes.
The middle prong's a little short. You could have.
Yeah, maybe made that a little longer next time.
But hey,
we know who he is.
Raph could use some Knuckles too. That would have been cool.
Heck yeah. Obviously a lot of Foot Clan. We've got
some
Casey
goons.
Jones. That's a Casey Jones right there, folks.
These punks.
Casey was an interesting.
He's a big guy.
Interesting dude. He's
much
much.
These individuals.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. We've also got April.
Oh, April's got a power fist.
Naturally.
And a pop gun.
And it's made of plastic, so if you drop them, yeah, I don't know. We've got Shredder. Shredding. Looks like he's
a little scrawny.
Yeah, he's a little skinny. I guess he's
but
very
I suppose
svelte
that's realistic.
because of all the ninja training.
Yeah, I mean he is a ninja.
Yeah, ninjas weren't actually very big guys. They an ideal ninja was like 140 pounds.
Which obviously is not what we've seen in recent depictions of Shredder.
I don't know who
Swole is.
That's a tiger dude. That's not Splinter.
No, Splint's.
That's Splinter?
Is that Splint?
I don't know.
Splint's probably not out. I don't know.
That's not Splinter. That tail's too big.
Oh, that's a squirrel. Oh my god.
Squirrel girl. All right, so weird dudes with staffs. I'm sorry, I'm not up to speed on my staff wielding Ninja Turtle villains because obviously there's multiple guys here. We also, let me move this to the side. We've also got a ton of Foot Clan dudes.
Well, that's a big ninja.
That is one big ninja. Hopefully he's like a brute or something, but that's a big old ninja. Scary looking dude. Let's see here. We've got maybe cops or thugs.
Those are definitely like.
All right, these are thugs.
Street racers.
Street thugs, and then these dudes packing heat though.
Yeah.
It's not good. Not good for
Good
turtles.
thing we've got our shells.
Right? No kidding. All right.
And a whole lot of Foot Clan.
Whole lot of Foot Clan. They're doing the I don't know. So that's pretty cool models. Cards. What else do we need to show off, man? That's pretty much everything in the box.
They're crazy.
Right?
I like that they're pre-assembled. What's on the bottom? Oh, it's just Viacom.
Yeah. Pretty, like I said, we mentioned this again. They're plastic. Drop them. They're not going to chip or bend or anything like that. They got a little bit of a give to them. Yeah. As long as you're not using them as a chew toy.
Yeah, the detail's not crazy, but
I think for a board game, I think you're doing okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, I can tell you, the price point's not nearly what other games like this are.
Yeah.
Looking at. Oh, you gotta stick those guys back in there.
Yeah, but pretty good. I like the cards. They look pretty well done too. Let's go ahead and cut real quick, and we'll flip through the rule book, right? Cool. So we've got the Turtles cards laid out. And these are obviously for the players. Yeah. And then we've also got the rulebook here. We'll go through in a second.
And they all kind of follow the same, more or less.
Yeah. Go ahead and show those off real quick.
Like we've got Shredder, Old Hob, Alapex, Karai,
Foot Clan Bruiser,
dudes and thugs.
Yeah.
It all basically breaks down the same way. With the Turtles, that shows them what is on their specific dice, which are those color-coded dice that we saw.
Yeah. You can see, that's what I was saying, like, these dice look different, and you can see why.
Yeah, they all have slightly different.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a double sword, he's got a double shuriken, he's got a double block, and he's got a double skateboard.
Yeah.
And they're all, the stats are all slightly different.
Yeah, you can kind of tell Donatello's got the lowest amount of life, but it looks like he possibly has the highest defense on the die. So
the highest focus, for sure.
Yeah.
He's got the highest focus. Leo's got the highest skill. Mikey's got the fastest. Move. And Raph has the...
He's kind of an all-around. He has no one.
He's the solo guy. He's the one that's like, I'll go over there.
He's also got the most life.
Yeah.
But again, looking at the stat blocks, you can see he has no one. Like, everybody else has a 1. Raph is just... He's ready to roll.
He's a well-rounded fella. Yep. And he has twice as many action dice as everybody else. But he can't share others.
So we'll figure out what all that means here in a bit. But that's the back basic cards. There's nothing on the back other than the logo. So, but the turtles look really cool. So
yeah, like a simple kind of way to to accentuate their differences, their strengths.
Yep, very cool. All right, let's flip through the rules real quick.
The cards feel good too.
Yeah, good material. Quick overview. That's all the stuff you're gonna get in the book or in the box. Excuse me.
Confirm.
Yep. All the components, and it does a really good job, as you can see, of explaining what the heck everything is. So much appreciated. No confusion there. Quick setup, how to play. Nothing crazy here. So it's just going to give you a scenario. Basically, one player is the villain. Up to 4 other players will play the heroes, obviously, and you can split up. You know, if you're playing a 3-player game, 1 villain, 2 heroes, so each hero would play the role of 2 turtles, or however you want to split that up. So, all that set up. You're gonna do it based on a scenario. So the villain player will assemble the map and set all that stuff up, and then you're ready to rock and roll. So, it does take you through a little bit of a example play here. So, and then the round sequence, pretty straightforward. How they can share action die and stuff like that. It goes over the heroes' turns. Yeah. Flipping around, the villain's turn. Oh, let's talk about what the heroes' turns are real quick. So, round sequence right here. During each round, the heroes will first roll their action dice, which is the special color dice they have. And then each of the 4 heroes will take a turn. After each hero's turn, the villain player takes a turn. Once every hero has had a turn, the villain has had 4 turns, the round ends. So, player goes, villain goes. Player goes, villain goes.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That's rough.
So, you roll all your action dice, or 6 for Raph, because Raph doesn't share. If you don't like your roll, you can spend a focus token to re-roll some, 1, or all of the dice. So, it's pretty cool. You can't re-roll a re-roll, though. After getting the action dice, the players arrange their dice in front of them in any order they choose. You'll understand why that matters here in a second.
Okay, so you generate based on what you have available, what you can do for the turn.
Yep. They are trained to fight as a team, which is what the sharing dice is all about. So except for Raph, who's a loner jerk. Therefore, according to how you manage your action dice, you are sharing one of your actions with the turtles to your left and right. That gives the turtles each a 5 action die, except for Raph. See his ability. So, in this scenario, depending on how you're sitting, so Leo has a defense and an attack. Donatello has a move, a defense, or attack, maybe. Maybe that's why there's both there. Yeah, range attack, maybe, and then Michelangelo has a move. And again, they're sharing all these dice, so they split that way. Anyway, yeah.
I gotcha. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So real quick, these are the actions. So you've got your move or double move, skateboard icon. If your move is 3, you can spend 1 skateboard icon, you get to 3 movement points. Well, you spend 2 skateboards, you get 6, etc. We'll go over movement here on page 11. You've got 1 or 2 melee attack, the katana. You can choose an enemy adjacent to your character. Diagonal counts as adjacent. So you can do diagonal attacks and make a melee strike. That's on page 12. Range, same deal. That's the shurikens. Defense is the turtle shell, etc.
Active defense is the sword shield.
Yeah. It's a combination of a melee and a defense. Provides +1 bonus to the character's defend, just like the defense icon, but also allows the character to make a melee strike, which can be applied with normal melee icons. So yeah, you can.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's a really good. Donatello is a really good turtle to have around because he's got 2 of those. And then of course your chi icon. So special represents they're marshaling their inner strength. So can do stuff, healing wounds, things like that. So it's going to walk through some of the basic stuff here. We're not going to get, I don't want to get too much into the weeds here with the rules, but it's not a super complicated game.
Combat is dice based, obviously.
Yep.
Roll to hit, roll to defend.
You roll in your damage here, pretty straight up. Defense rolls, range strikes, movement,
Bang, bang, bang.
really simple. It's not overly complex. Again, it's all explained here in the rules. So you can see here.
Spawn, you want to choose the objective.
Yep. Spending focus. How to win the game. Until one of the 2 sides completes their win condition for the current battle, which again is in all of the adventure books, how to win the game. They can be anything from crossing to the other side of the map to staying alive, or hacking a computer. The villain player, however, wins at any time if all 4 heroes are KO'd at the same time. So I have a feeling this is going to be a very back and forth kind of a brutal game.
Yeah.
Where you're knocking each other out too. So anyway, there's a quick summary guide in the back, which is super helpful. Yeah, it doesn't look too crazy. I do want to flip through. I don't want to show off the missions too much, but I do want to show at least one of them off real quick.
To a random scenario.
Yeah, Battle 1, Street Cleaners. It's going to talk about all that stuff. How your special rules, objectives. I mean, it's got, again, just a quick walkthrough and kind of walks you through how to set everything up. Again, it's going to have everything laid out. Tells you which tiles to use, where everything goes. It even tells you where the heroes are going to go, as well as the figure decks for the minions. So it's really pretty easy to set up, and then it's just going to keep going. So yeah,
right on.
That was a quick scenario, and that's pretty much it here. Did we miss anything, Greg?
We didn't look at those cards.
Oh, the cards. Yeah, let's do that real fast. These are some of the extra cards. So, what do we got here? Special abilities. If you're going to use Casey Jones, those are his specialty cards. April. Patching people up. Hey, self-defense. Just been hanging out with the Ninja Turtles. And then we've got... So if you want to take them as an ally instead of as a player, you can do that. Kevin Eastman worked himself into his game here. That's pretty great. Fungotoid. Yeah, it's pretty great. So extra players basically. Yeah, cool. I think that's it, man. Want to hop out for a really quick recap? Let's do it. So that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shadows of the Past from IDW Games, which also does the comic book as well.
Yes, IDW also produced.
And they teamed up with a couple other people, right?
Yeah, so they worked together with Nickelodeon for the source, obviously, and Pandasaurus Games for to design this game. Miniatures game.
Really fun looking game.
Mm-hmm. And this is the Kickstarter exclusive box and set. Kickstarter copies have shipped. It is not available through retail distributors yet. But when it is, it's not going to be quite everything that was in here. The Kickstarter exclusive scenarios book will not be in there.
Maybe not that tile with the guy's office. I don't know. That was pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
I think the Kevin Eastman shoutouts were probably Kickstarter exclusives. Yeah. I don't remember for sure, but
cool. Well, let's crunch some numbers on this one real quick. What was the price point on this one?
$79.95.
Okay.
Definitively.
And this was, again, it was 2 to 5 players, correct? Because you had one bad guy and one player playing the heroes.
Asymmetrical, probably gameplay with 2 to 5 players. Most at 1 to 4 as the turtles, and then somebody having to be Shredder and his goons.
Yep. And it was gameplay was like what, like an hour and a half-ish?
Hour to hour and a half, depending on which scenario you're running. Some of them will take longer than others, also based on player count. But pretty reliably, at least an hour to an hour.
And again, that's per scenario. That's not for the whole.
Right? Yeah, no, you're not going to burn through them. We're not going to burn through 3 books in an hour.
And it was 14 and up, just probably because of the combat, cartoon violence.
Maybe. Also, there
Rules,
there wasn't that much.
It didn't seem that complicated.
I think some of Bebop's, like there was some blood on some stuff. It didn't seem like the rules were that complicated, but maybe some of the scenarios were a little bit.
I don't know. Parents, use your best judgment.
I don't quite see that in there, but it's definitely not the cartoony TMNT, but it's still Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's still young adult oriented at least. Right. So go check it out when it's in stores, or if you're a Kickstarter backer, this is what you got to look forward to. Again, you guys have it because you did the special. We backed at a retailer level, so we got 6 copies, I believe. Bingo. So grab it while you can. Well, I'm AdamHarry from Bell Souls. And I'm Drake with Dragon Star Comics and Fantasy. And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.